So, oh, are we live? Okay. So, Trial of Chicago 7 overall. This is one that I've been excited for a long time now. Ever since I heard, Aaron Sorkin had a new film coming out, I was immediately sold. That's pretty much all I need to get excited, is just hearing that Aaron Sorkin is something coming out, because he is one of the best writers and directors out there. And with a film like this, I think he can tackle it very well. And it definitely seems like it's going to live up to the hype. I mean, sure, we get films like this all the time where they're like these, court battles and things like that. But this is one that is very important, about this, trial in like 1969, with this conspiracy with the government and all that kind of stuff, and what it was doing to people. It's a story that I don't think a lot of people know about, and that's something that I'm very excited for them to tap into. And the cast here is just absolutely incredible. I mean, Sacha Baron Cohen, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Eddie Redmayne, Mark Rylance, Jeremy Strong, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Frank Langella. Such a all-star cast here, and I think for sure this is one of those casts that definitely is, gonna get a lot of Oscars and things like that coming their way. I've already heard from, I believe it was at like Virtual TIFF, that this has the potential to be a really big Oscar film for sure, which really doesn't surprise me considering the talent involved. But again, it's one of those films I'm very excited to watch. I think it's another film that Netflix should absolutely sink their teeth into, and I hope it delivers, because it definitely seems like it's going to.
Yes, I agree with everything you just said. Just excuse me 1 minute. I got to fill out my ballot.
Oh.
So yeah, this. Yeah, like you said, Aaron Sorkin is like the main creative force behind this movie, and okay, yeah, and he's a really talented guy, right?
Yes,
he's been involved with a lot of great projects. His last movie, Molly's Game, he directed. That was his directorial debut. Let me keep filling this out, sorry. And he did a pretty good job, all things considered. He's no David Fincher, obviously, who made his script for The Social Network like even better. But hey, who gives a fuck? He's still a pretty good director, and I think he's gonna circle this in. I think he's gonna do another good job with this one as well, and the cast. I mean, oh my God, what a cast to deliver your dialogue. It's really great. Sacha Baron Cohen being dramatic, like, oh my gosh, yes, we rarely get to see any of that. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Mark Rylance, Yahya Abdul-Mateen, oh my God, the cast, it's incredible, and I'm almost at the end, sorry. And yeah, it's just really, really exciting that we're gonna get this movie soon. And sorry, finishing my ballot. I can't wait to watch it.
All right. Wow.
But yeah, pretty cool.
Oh my God. I keep thinking you're done, and I want to cut to Henry. No,
I'm done, sorry.
Yeah, I haven't seen like a lot of his stuff, but I do really like Aaron Sorkin, because The Social Network is one of my favorite movies with one of my favorite scripts. And I haven't seen Molly's Game either, but I will be watching that before this one. But this one has a really good cast. Again, we got Sacha Baron Cohen, Michael Keaton, Mark Rylance, to name a few. And it's an interesting story, and it's definitely one to look for this award season. So yeah.
All right, now we're gonna do Rebecca Jackson. So Henry, you're not here. Okay. So Rebecca, overall, this is a film that I have been very conflicted with ever since I heard that it was coming out, mainly because of the fact that while on one hand, I do think that we have a really solid cast here with like Armie Hammer and Lily James and whatnot, my issue, I would say, is that the fact that it is a remake, and it's a remake of not just any film, it's an Alfred Hitchcock film, and to my knowledge is the only one that won Best Picture. So the fact that that happened really scares me, because it makes me worried that, like, if this film is going to do well, you know, we're going to have remakes of like The Birds and Vertigo and Rear Window. And that's just not a reality I want to live in. Like, Alfred Hitchcock films, while they were made in a certain time period, they are very much timeless in terms of their story. And, you know, they're as good as they are. There really is nothing to change there, especially one that won Best Picture. I just don't see the reasoning in remaking this at all. And to be honest, it looks like they're remaking it in the blandest way possible. I think the story is interesting. It just seems like the way that they're executing it, it just seems very kind of formulaic and very been there, done that. And it just doesn't seem like they're going to do anything that different. Now, I haven't seen the original personally. I'm going to watch the original before this, obviously. But as a trailer, it's just really not intriguing me much at all. I think that, again, you have a good cast here, but aside from that, I just really don't see the point in this existing very much at all. And I'm very conflicted. Again, I hope it's good, but at the same time, I'm worried that if it's good, it's going to set a dangerous precedent for like all these other Hitchcock remakes, which I just don't really want. So I'm just very conflicted with how to feel about this one. Jackson, what do you think?
All right. I'll record my second intro now. Hey guys, it's Jackson Fulcher. I'm really excited to be part of this movie preview.
I that was a great intro, Jackson. I really appreciate that a lot. I'm very happy with what you contributed there.
But yeah, I did watch the original film recently. When the trailer for the Netflix one dropped, I was like, I gotta watch the original before this comes out, and I couldn't find it anywhere as far as like renting it or streaming it, so I impulse bought the Criterion Collection version of it. And it's a very great film. It's fantastic. I wouldn't say it's my favorite Hitchcock movie out of the ones I've seen, but it's really, really great. You know, it's a really good movie. It's also based on a book. And when they talk about, you know, we're making a Rebecca movie, everyone goes to the movie. And of course, the creative team behind this one's like, no, this is just our adaptation of the book, our own adaptation of the book. But, you know, whenever people say that, it's kind of just their way of indirectly saying like, yeah, it's a remake of the movie, but since that movie's based off of this book, we can get away with it not being a remake. You know what I'm saying? They think they're getting away with it. And it's super lame, you know. It's already a movie. It's already a classic movie that is terrific. You know, I haven't read the book personally, but as far as I can tell, it did a really great job of telling that story. And I'm not sure why, even though you're doing your own version of the book, why you'd even want to, since those stories have already been told. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. As far as just how the movie looked, you know, looks fine. Ann Dowd is Ann Dowd from The Leftovers.
Yes, Patty Levin.
She's playing a character who, when I saw the original, I was like, yeah, that seems like a character Ann Dowd would play. Sure, yeah, why not? You know, as far as them, you know, we're just making our own version of the book. You know, it seems like a lot of their casting choices just seem, you know, very similar to the ones in the original film. You know, you can't claim that you weren't inspired by that. You know, I'm gonna try to stop talking about that argument. But it just looks fine. You know, you got some nice costumes on, and then they go to this really creepy looking house, or a mansion, I should say.
Well, that's never been done before.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like they go into this mansion and just all the walls are just dark already. Like, oh, it's so creepy in here. Whereas, like, you know, the original movie, it's in black and white, so it's not like you can really tell. But in this one, it's just like dark looks, and what's her name is just in all black and staring at you all weird. And like, I don't know. They're no. The
Kristen Scott Thomas.
Yeah, and she's a great actress. You have a great cast here. It's just I wish they maybe came together to make something else, something that just wasn't Rebecca, because not only have we seen that done before, we've read it and seen it before, but this, it just seems like it's going to lose a lot of what makes that earlier version so special, because it was made in a time where movies were a lot different, and now movies have changed as far as how they're made. And this director, Ben Wheatley, didn't he make Free Fire? That movie, Free Fire? What else did he do? Hold on. Is it just Free Fire? I haven't seen High Rise. I'll give him that. I haven't seen High Rise, but Free Fire was okay. I don't know how that got him the job for Rebecca. Maybe High Rise is the one that got him that. But, you know, I feel like he's not a bad director, but I'm just so uninterested whenever I watch this trailer. That the woman who plays Kristen Scott Thomas's character in the original, like there's shots where she's not even really doing anything per se, where she's just kind of staring and giving the main character a look. And that was unsettling to me. I don't think we're going to get a moment like that in this movie at all, as far as like pure subtle kind of dread or moody atmosphere. It seems like everything is just going to be so like, well, the aesthetic is so dreary in this house. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll get surprised. Maybe this will turn out pretty good. But I don't know. It's Netflix doing it too, so they do really good around award season time. But this is a remake of something, so I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not particularly excited for it, though. I apologize, Patty Levin from The Leftovers. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
she's right here. She's talking to me.
Oh, she's talking to me. Okay. Oh,
yeah, she's telling me I got to drown myself, dude.
Oh no.
Oh, that's the end. I'm done talking.
All right.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done yet. Hold on. I'm not done yet. I'm not. Hold on. Let me double check what I'm about to say real quick to make sure it's accurate. Okay, yeah.
Make sure
the first poster for this. I don't know if you're going to do this, Kevin, but the first poster for this, where it's like hold on. I'll just show it on here. You know where it's that. Fuck.
Yeah.
You know where it's that.
Yes.
Fade in. Doesn't that look like the part from the Blurred Lines music video?
Oh my god.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
That threw me off too. That has nothing to do with the movie, but I watched that and I was like, oh my god. Blurred Lines. Thanks, Netflix.
Yeah.
All right, now I'm done.
All right. Now we're going to talk about Borat. Okay. So Borat 2, or Borat's subsequent movie film, whatever, as it's called, this is a film that I don't think any of us knew was coming out this year. It was pretty much shot in secrecy, and now it is in fact coming out. And oh shit. And now it is coming out, and it definitely seems like it's going to live up to the hype for sure. I think something that Borat, the first film, did so well is that, yes, while it was very funny, it was a critique of America. It was a critique of, what was going on in America, the things that nobody really wanted to say, and especially in a time period where things are just so negative and there's just so much shady shit going on. I think there has never been a better time for a Borat film to come out. And Sacha Baron Cohen is someone who's always been very, he's always been very vocal about his stance on politics and things like that. So I think this film is going to do a really good job with that. But also the addition of Borat's daughter seems like she's going to be a lot of fun too. I'm excited to see what she brings to the table as well. And stuff like, where he's trying to get into this one building, but they're closing it off for like quarantine. It's very close to home, but again, it's very relevant. And you kind of get the sense that like, this is something that Baron Cohen wanted to do as a way to show, what people like Borat are going through right now. And, that sort of struggle. So I think this is going to be a film that, while is very funny, I think is going to critique a lot of America in ways that we might already know, but things that we're kind of afraid to say. And I'm excited to see how he really does tap into that here. I think it's going to be a really great sequel for sure. I'm definitely very excited for it. And I hope it very much does live up to the hype. Like I said, it never was a film that I really was expecting, but knowing that it's coming out, I'm very excited to see how this turns out, because I'm a big fan of the first one for sure.
Yeah, I'm really excited for Borat 2, subsequent movie film. Big fan of the original Borat, because obviously it's a very raunchy comedy, lots of extreme things on in that movie, but it, as you said, it is a social commentary. It's satire on our nation and aspects of our culture. So the fact that they're making a sequel at this time of all things, and it's, as you can see in the trailer, it poking fun at a lot of current things going on, that makes me even more. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of people. I think I mentioned this on like my Instagram. Like, there's that like have no idea what Sacha Baron Cohen has been doing. Like, that one show where he like trolls like Republican officials.
Who is America?
Like, this guy in an outfit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I'm sure they're gonna like not know that he's been doing that, or not know how vocal he's been, and see this and go, "Why are they making Borat woke?" And I was like, and I'm dreading that reaction, obviously. But the original Borat has always been a satire. You can always kind of see, what exactly Sacha Baron Cohen's message or what his satirical message is supposed to be. So I'm very excited to see what he's going to be able to do. And apparently, certain things he was doing are so dangerous he had to wear a bulletproof vest. So that's interesting. I'm somebody who, even when we watched that one movie, Kevin, Bad Trip. When we watched that, there was aspects of it where I was kind of cringing because you have the knowledge of they're actually doing this, and it's so obscene what they're doing. Where even though it's an enjoyable movie, like Borat obviously more so, there's times where you got to be like, oh God, I can't take that. I'm wondering how many of those moments will be in Borat subsequent movie film. But I'm very excited. I think I can't imagine Sacha Baron Cohen messing up this one. I haven't seen Bruno, but I know not too many people really care for that, and I know not too many people care for The Dictator. I haven't seen it in forever, but I thought it was but I'm really excited for this. I hope he knocks it out of the park. Yay!
Yeah, this type of movie, like the Ali G show and Borat and Bruno, and I love Sacha Baron Cohen doing that type of stuff. I've only seen clips of Who Was America, but I enjoyed those as well. But yeah, it's a really good time for Sacha Baron Cohen to be back at it. And
yeah. You done?
I guess so.
Damn.
Sweet.
I was like,
wow. Very in-depth thoughts. Okay. And now, so Jackson, you're done.
Deep thoughts.
And now we're going to talk about On the Rocks, Henry. All right. Wait, what, Jackson, what do you think?
What? I'll see you for Hoobie Halloween.
Yes, I'll see you soon.
Like 30 minutes or whatever. Goodbye.
Yeah, I'll send you a link. Goodbye. All right, now we're going to do On the Rocks. All right, so On the Rocks overall, this is a film that I've been excited for a long time now. Sofia Coppola is a director that I very much do admire. I love films like Lost in Translation or, The Virgin Suicides or something like that. I think she has always had a knack for... she has always had a knack for these kinds of stories, and On the Rocks seems like it is definitely not going to disappoint at all. You have Rashida Jones is like this woman that she thinks is like happily married, but there's, a lot of other shit going on with Marlon Wayans' character, who it is great to see Marlon Wayans in a film that is not just like a parody movie. Like, I'm excited to see him do something that's a little bit more, a little bit more dramatic, because I think that's something that he really does kind of need right now. But I think this is going to be a really good film. I think that, Rashida Jones and Marlon Wayans and Bill Murray, they all look really great here. I think there's a lot of potential with this one for sure. Again, I think the simplicity of it all is something that Coppola has always done a very good job with. And I just really hope that it's another really great film from her. She hasn't made a movie in quite some time, and I think this is definitely going to put her over the edge again and just remind everyone of like how great of a talent that she really is. So I'm definitely very excited for this film, for sure. One of the most anticipated of the month. Also happy to see that Apple TV Plus got a hold of this, because I feel like this is something that they also very much need right now.
Yeah, I agree with you. Like, I wasn't big on Sofia Coppola's last two movies, especially The Beguiled, but I'm hearing this is a return to form for her, which I'm glad, since Lost in Translation is one of my favorite movies, and I really like her working with Bill Murray. I haven't seen the Christmas special, but so I don't know about that. And Rashida Jones, I just finished Parks and Rec a while ago, and she was a standout in that. So, and from the trailer, I think that Jones and Murray have really good chemistry, so I'm interested to see where that leads in this movie.
All right, and we're done. Oh wait, did you do your outro yesterday? I don't remember. Okay, so just do your outro.
All right. Thank you, Kevin, for having me again.
Of course.
And keep watching movies, enjoying them, and stream Live for Now on whatever streaming service you use.
No. Yeah. Yes. Love that.
Maybe we could get it to #1.
Love that sippy cup.